Alright guys, so today on Take 2 Toy Review, we're taking a look at Battle Armor Skeletor from the Master Universe New Eternia line. This is one of those figures that is very, very difficult to find right now, and because of that, the price has just gone through the roof. I've seen some of these go for over $250, so be very, very careful where you get yours at. I was lucky enough to where my wife found this on one of those resale websites, and it wasn't the extreme jacked up price, although this was still very expensive. But yeah, she got me this for Valentine's Day. So what we're going to do today is take a really good look at this figure. And I just noticed there's King Hiss in the background here. I wonder if Mattel was going to actually do the Snake Men line before they decided to go about with the new line that's coming out in April. So, anyways, let's take the sucker out and take a really, really good close look at Battle Armor Skeletor. Alright guys, and here is Skeletor out of the box, kind of give you a nice 360 60 degree look at him. We will get a much closer look here in a little bit. Absolutely love the purples on him, and the almost gunmetal colors, the blacks. Everything is really, really nice. I'm really liking that helmet. I think it's almost the same helmet that came with Panther. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to take a better look at it later. But yeah, so there he is. Let's get a little bit closer look at him, guys. All right, and here he is. A little bit closer look. Take a look at this head sculpt first. I absolutely love this head sculpt. The helmet is able to be removed. Underneath, you get a nice chainmail almost fit on him. And one thing I like that they kept with this Skeletor is that you can open and close his jaw, his mouth. So that's really good. Nice. I don't know if my camera's picking it up. Nice red eyes, looking very evil, very cynical. Of course, down to the torso, you do have the armor, very similar to the other Battle Armor Skeletors, and we'll do a little comparison time here in a little bit with the Origins and the Vintage one. I still have my Vintage one. Nice little touch they added, which again makes them just a little more menacing, is these shoulder pads. Shoulder pads are able to be removed. You just pop them out of the little hole there with the peg. I am not going to take these shoulder pads off. Again, granted, this wasn't an eBay priced figure, but this was still very pricey, so I'm not going to be taking those off just because I don't want to risk possibly completely damaging the shoulder pad peg, so I'm not going to be taking it off. Go on the loincloth. Here you have a nice havoc staff on his belt. Uh, Traditional little loincloth piece. This is very flexible, which is shocking. It's not the hard plastic that we normally get with the loincloth pieces. Underneath, you have a little chainmail loincloth. You have the side leg protectors here, looking very, very nice as well. Again, just a nice soft plastic. Mine does have a little bit of paint scuffage on the back, which the way I display mine in the box, so it's not that big of a deal if there's a little paint scuffage in the back side of it. But if this is something that you maybe wanted to resell or display out and about, just kind of keep an eye on things like that. This chest piece here is able to be removed. You have these little pegs in the back. It's difficult, that's okay. Can be removed just like that, unhooking both sides, and then to put them back on, you just snap them on. Very, very samurai-esque, almost robot-esque. It looks like feet here on him with his boots. Still very, very cool. Articulation is the same with this figure as across all other Masterverse figures. Heads on that ball joint goes up, down, left, right. It's a little hindered because of the armor and the chainmail, but that's okay. Arms out, down, forward, back, swivel at the bicep, double joint at the wrist, or sorry, double joint at the elbow. Wrist is on that peg, swings around, goes in and out. It does have an ab crunch, but with gear on, of course, it's a little hindered. Twist at the waist, legs can go out, down, forward, back, swivel at the thigh, double joint at the knee, swivel at the boot cut, and the feet can go up, down, and side to side as well. The one thing I don't like about my figure is it looks like he's kind of leaning on his left leg a little bit too much, but that's just me being a little nitpicky. Let's bust into the accessories. First accessory you see when you get the box is his giant battle axe. Very Viking-esque. I really like the way this looks. And this does fit very nicely in his hand, so you're not going to get any loose grips on him like that. He also, of course, comes with his helmet, which we saw earlier, just simply pops on and off. Next accessory is his sword. I think this might be the same mold as the Barbarian Skeletor we got several waves ago, but it's still very, very nice sword. I like the color scheme too, with the silver blade and the black handle. That is all very nice on him. And then, of course, the main reason a lot of us get it is that battle armor feature. This doesn't have the traditional where you push in and it rolls. It's the plates. But you get the undamaged plate, and then you get the heavily damaged plate. It's got that same color scheme, the yellow, neon yellow outline of the bats with the pink inserts, and then the silver pieces there. So let's pop these in. You may need something like a butter knife or even popping off the gear. Let me just grab something real quick. I'm just going to pop this in real nice and gentle like. There it goes. Pops right off just like that with a little bit of pressure or force. And then you just pop the new one right back in. And there you go. Now Skeletor is heavily damaged. Took a lot of beatings from He-Man. That's the review on the new Battle Armor Skeletor. Let's take a look at a couple of the incarnations in the past. Of course, a couple years back, we did get the Origins Battle Armor Skeletor, which came with 2 heads, I believe, the Havoc Staff, a sword, and a shield. The shield was a very, very nice touch because Skeletor never really got a shield previously. He was either his sword and his axe, and that was really about it, minus the Havoc Staff, of course. And then all the way back from the 1980s, I know a lot of y'all weren't even born then, we have the vintage Battle Armor Skeletor, which of course came with his sword and his Havoc Staff as well. I know there is a Classics Battle Armor Skeletor. I unfortunately missed out on the Classics line. Well, I say unfortunately, my wife's probably pretty happy I missed out on that line. But yeah, there it is, guys. It's Battle Armor Skeletor in 3 generations. Hope you liked my review. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. Let's get the algorithms in YouTube up so I can maybe get a few more views and all the good stuff if you like. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.